Got a license handy? Yeah, this is Shay Glenn, game warden in Throckmorton.
He messed up this morning.
Well, I'm glad he did.
Jeff, take off and see if I can blunt you.
Randy's hot.
See, but Rattling Randy just has to just lay out the plan. Anybody can do it.
Like a giant. We got him. We got him.
Non-stop hunting, baby. You know what time it is.
We're still on the Newell Ranch. Last week, I had 3 sits, 3 shooter bucks in front of me, but no shots fired.
Big old mature 10 boy. Probably in the 150s. When he's out cruising for does, he came right down the edge of the buck plot, didn't come in and give us a shot.
And I had 3 sets, 1 shooter buck, and 1 buck in the back of the truck.
Got him.
1, 2, 3. Got a license handy?
No. What?
Your license in your hunter head. Break it out. Yeah, this is Shay Glenn, game warden in Throckmorton. Need to check for a hunting license and hunter ed. What's your DL number? Date of birth? Jeff Enzer.
Woohoo!
Enzer with E-N-S-O-R.
I'm legal. I ain't worried about it.
Jeffrey S. What's your middle name? Scott? Yep, Scott. That's right. Okay. All right. No, that's it. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, I'll clean him up.
You gonna go get it and let me look at it now, or am I gonna have to call you back in?
Well, you know I got it.
Jeffrey Scott.
That's it.
You got anything else in your pocket?
Ooh, what was that?
Man, it felt good to tag out on my best buck of the season. He ended up grossing right around 150 inches. You know, Jeff's buck's gonna be hard to beat, but if it can be done, we're at the right place.
That's the big 9 point. He was just cautious enough. He just didn't see something right. I guess I should have shot him right there, but I thought we could get him in a little closer.
Nonstop hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Old Man Outdoors, experience superior huntability. Limb Saver, products that work. Muzzy, bad to the bone. Fatal Attraction, real grain, real results. And CampbellCameras.com. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.
All right, it's December 1st. We're back in the same blind we hunted this morning. And before shooting light, we did have a shooter 10 point here. Little weather's blown in. It's 37 degrees. A light drizzle, a little sleet. It should be a good evening. Hopefully these deer will be up and moving early.
While Randy and Darrell had some encounters with some very cautious bucks, I was back on hog patrol. I'm not sure how good that's gonna look really, but it's pitch black dark. We're waiting on a ride. We had a big group of hogs come in. So we did the whole surefire spotlight trick, and it worked. I think I smoked that little red hog. Hog patrol, baby. It bounced off this metal water drop. I don't know. Ain't no telling where I hit that sucker, but look at the blood on the rock. Yeah, blood. Right down our trail. Tell me a muzzy doesn't open one up after that now, huh? Little boar. Red one. He's got one black eye.
This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Old Man Outdoors. Experience superior huntability. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill.
We're getting down to our last day and a half of hunting, so we decided to go eat a big breakfast and come up with a game plan. this blind tonight. This is actually a spot that Darrell's been jumping back and forth to after a big 10 he spotted. So we're gonna come here, combination of scouting to see if his big 10 shows up here. Plus he saw a big management 6-point this morning too, before shooting light, up at his other blind, but he said they were kinda headed this way when they left.
Finally, one of these big shooter bucks comes in and gives someone a shot, and it's not me.
That was Darrell's big 10-point he's been after. I can't believe Darrell's big 10-point just came in. Plenty of light. Broadside. 15 minutes. Could have shot him a dozen times.
We're down to the last morning. The stand we're going to be in, we've got a couple shooters and one particular management buck that Rattling Randy has given us the green light on. Whichever one comes in first, we're taking a shot. Here comes our management buck right here. Let's get ready. Last morning. That's the management buck we've been after right there. But let's go out there and take a look at him. The old Victory and Muzzy combo. It has done the job this year. Exactly what we thought he was. He's just a mature old 8-point. We've been after this guy for a couple days and he finally messed up this morning. What a relief for it all to come together for me this morning. And as always, I'm gonna try to pull one over on old Jeff. My buck wasn't over here. He left at daylight and headed straight this way too. I mean, it was still like he did yesterday morning. Oh, he didn't come your way. Oh, man. He messed up this morning. He was the last deer in.
When you told me you didn't get him, I thought, dadgummit, last morning. He's been a regular.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Good shot.
Thank you, thank you. Makes me feel mucho better.
Oh, yeah.
This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Limb Saver, products that work. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by U.S. Land and Home for all your real estate needs.
Rattling Randy is known for his traditional equipment, making his own bows, and making flint-tip broadheads.
Here at the Newell, it seems to be a tradition to shoot some of Rattling Randy's equipment and have a little fun. There you go, you grouped them.
Yep.
Ooh. This one will be a little better.
Oh, little. Ooh.
Show us how it's done, Randy. There you go, right through that one. Woo! Randy's hot.
Jeff,
What are you doing with my bow?
take off and see if I can blunt you.
Uh-oh. Here goes Jason.
Oh, you might
Look
need to
at
put
you.
your compound up, your speed bump. Oh, that's all luck.
You ready? Oh, you nicked it.
Oh, I nicked it first shot.
Now, hold on, we gotta scoot up where Darrell was.
Oh. Ready?
Right in the ski patch.
You missed by a mile.
I didn't miss by a mile. About half a mile.
Ready?
Yep. Ooh.
Okay. Woo-hoo! I center punched it. Hey, Jeff,
Hey, what?
I center punched that one.
Ready?
Oh, I got that one.
There you go.
Punch that.
Professionals.
Professionals.
Silver Rattling Randy just has to just lay out the plan. Anybody can do it.
Is it?
Well, after Darrell and I left, I got a phone call a few days later. Rattling Randy said the weather has warmed up and he was back in the blind and doing some good.
Oh, there you are. We better get to the blind. Them 8 points ought to be here pretty quick. I put horns up here to scare the cows away. And cows will mess up your deer hunting. You put a big set of horns on there, they think this bull's bigger than they are. We better get in. Shh. That's where they got the name for a tab. Taboo, we've been here before. There's a nice 8-boy right there. That must be the one that made the scrape. He's coming in. He's coming all the way across that bottom there. He's turning broadside for me. He went in that thicket over there. Well, come on, let's go see if we can trail him up. Let's put this on. I'm nervous. I can't get myself together here. Yeah, this is a fine old buck right here. Old Rattling Randy got him with his half-breed bow here. He backed over and the recurve in the compound and made one out of it. But anyway, this that 8-point is out there terrorizing the doe deer. And from Game Patrol. Bye now.
What an honor it was to be invited to the Newell Ranch. You know, we were watching the Newell Ranch on TV before we even started TV, between bone collectors, Hank Parker, Ted Nugent. What an honor to be on that ranch that we've watched growing up over the years.
Right. You know, we'd like to thank K.C. Jones, Rattling Randy, and the crew at the Newell Ranch for having us.
Please let us come back.
Nonstop hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Old Man Outdoors, experience superior huntability. Limb Saver, products that work. Muzzy, bad to the bone. Fatal Attraction, real grain, real results. And CampbellCameras.com.
I'm the star right now. You sit over there and watch what I'm doing.
I'm learning.
All right. Rattling Randy here. Just got through doing a lot of cross-pollinating from the non-stop hunting crew. Yeah, we killed a lot of deer. We stacked them knee-deep out here. I even stuck one with a rock. Yeah. Anyway, for more adventures of Rattling Randy and Game Patrol, check out my website at www.rattlingrandy.com.